All right, looks like we are live and on the air. I want to welcome everybody to tonight's All-in-Team Hangout. My name is Aaron Rashkin, and we have an amazing hangout here for you tonight. We have a superstar panel. We have some more guests that are going to be popping on the line here in just a few minutes. So I want to first welcome all of our guests, all of our first-time viewers. If you're just taking a look at who we are, what we do, and how you can be a part of it, you're definitely in the right place at the right time with the right people, most importantly for the right reasons. And we have a great group here tonight. Below me, you can see in the panel, we've got some amazing leaders and friends from all around the world, different parts of the country and different corners of the globe. And we'll go out first to the gentlemen overseas. We have two of our team's top income earners and leaders from a breakaway team here that they created called the Lazy Millionaires, and they actually come to us from Portugal. And so I'll start out here with my great friend Rui Gabriel. Rui was sponsored by Silivo, who we'll bring out here next, and Rui's had incredible results with the content that we're going to be sharing tonight, which is about massive value, providing massive value, right, for massive profits. And so I want to bring Roy out here first. Roy, why don't you jump out, say hello, talk a little bit about maybe where you were before Empower, how you got on board and what's happened to you since. Let's do a quick maybe like 2 minutes for these intros, and then we'll jump right into the content here in a few minutes.
Sure. Good night, everybody. It's very, very nice to be here. Thank you, Aaron, for inviting me. When I started this online thing, I really didn't know anything about internet marketing, but that was a long time ago. And I went through all the struggle, through all that kind of things to try to make it happen and try to make it work for a long time with my friend Silivo that is here on the call today. So one time, I love this story because it happened, it's true, and it's really funny. One time he called me and said, Rui, come to my place, I want to speak to you. Let's go to the beach. And then we went to the beach. He loves the beach. And then we went to the beach and he told me about this dream he had of making $1,000 a day and chasing the sun and living in the beaches of the world. And for me that was like talking about aliens, because I was struggling with bills to pay every day, and life was really hard for me at that time. But it was so inspiring. He was so convicted that that was really happening in the near future that I started to believe in him. So after a while, I don't know how, but because he was searching for something like this, he came across the Empower Network, and then he called me again and said, Rui, I found it. And the time between he casting his vision and his desire and he found the Empower Network, it was maybe 2 months away. So it was really fast. I think that when you look for something really hard, something happened really fast. So he called me again, and we started the same day. That was really a journey because I love share things, I love content, I love to share my ideas, and I found a perfect platform that allows me to share my ideas with the world and make money doing it. And for me, that was a revelation. I didn't know that was possible, but in fact, I was. So I've been building my business on top of this, and I'm really happy to be here today sharing. I'm going to share a little bit more later, but I'm really excited to be here and be able to inspire other people to say, well, whatever you do, whatever you think, you can share with the world, you can create a following, and you can make a shitload of money doing it. And that's really incredible.
Yes, you can, and yes, you have, my friend. So before we even get into the numbers, maybe we should make a quick income disclaimer, right? There's no guarantees of results or income. Make sure that you see, our income disclaimer where we have an average earning of all of our affiliates. Keep in mind, though, that none of our affiliates that you see on Hangouts and during the stages of our company are average people, right? Average people are sitting on the couch, watching reruns of Jerry Seinfeld and eating bonbons, right? The people here are above average, right? And so, our affiliate average income is found at empowernetwork.com/income.php. And you can go see that, that legal income disclaimer just to get an idea of exactly, what our average affiliate makes. However, that being said, let's talk about above average income and above average lifestyle, Roy. What's happened for you financially since you've been here?
Well, I crossed the $500,000 income since I started, and we're just starting it. Like we like to say, this is the beginning of the beginning. We see that new horizons are opening in front of us. We are every time that we are preparing ourselves to an event, we see how big the vision is, and we stretch our minds even more and more. And for me, I wanted when I started, I just wanted to pay my bills, and now I want to make an impact in the world that it was not possible before. So it's really it's impossible to put a ceiling on your dreams, because there is no ceiling. I learned with this project that you can dream as big as you want.
Yeah. So you've made $500,000 since you've been here for it's coming up on 3 years in just a short bit, right? Amazing. All right, great. Well, let's do this. We're going to come back to you in just a bit, Roy. Let's jump down and over to another side of the country that you're out there in Portugal, and we'll go over to your sponsor. Now, this gentleman is somebody who actually made the decision, made a commitment right around the same exact time that I made a commitment to actually build this business and take it seriously. I had been building it very casually. I had another business at the time. I was doing Empower Network, part-time, and really wasn't working with members. I didn't really have a team yet. It was just more like I was bringing people in and selling a lot of product. But I made a commitment to actually grow and build a team. And right at that exact time was the commitment made by this gentleman and his wife to come on board, and they became a very powerful force on the team here very quickly. And so that being said, I want to bring out our great friend and one of the company's top earners and leaders, Silvio Fortunato. So Silvio, what's happening, man?
Yeah, thank you. We are in the process of chasing the sun. So
Yes.
Today was very, very special. I have to arrange something to be around them. So I say, well, let's make a meeting, a leaderboard meeting. So Seneda and Alejandro is here with me. He don't speak English, but we put everyone. He comes from Spain, and Rui comes from to Lisbon to me, and so on. And we pass all day long in a very hard meeting in a table in a restaurant near the ocean. In 2 meters are the waves, and we are all day long there, eating and talking and planning the future and dreaming and so on. And we are really chasing the sun. And tomorrow, because it's a very hard meeting, we have to meet 2 days, and we are on shorts. And now we will change to another restaurant that are more close to the beach, and we will stay 1 day talking and discussing things and so on. It will be really, really cool. And this lifestyle, I dreamed this lifestyle 20 years ago, and it takes me a lot of time and effort and trial and error to make this real. But the point is that I put it there on my mind first, and then we make whatever it takes to make this come true. And what we're talking about today is what we do in a way to rise ourselves in the marketplace, the service that we give to the marketplace that permit us now we have this lifestyle. Okay, so value that we give in our lifestyle is in the right proportion of the value that we give on the marketplace. That's what we will talking about today.
Yeah.
So I made directly in commissions of Empower Network only. I made more than $600,000. Okay, in these 2.5 years. In sales in total with my group and all the stuff that I made indirectly, I made more than $2 million in sales in these 2.5 years, related with all the kind of stuff that I have related with Empower Network. And we are just only in the beginning. We are just only starting, and this is something really unbelievable.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, Silvio. And so your Empower Network income is approaching, 700,000, right?
Yeah.
And you have collectively earned, multiple millions with your, with the different opportunities that have come up since you've been a part of the team. Very exciting to hear that, because, we have one business, right, with many, many different income streams. And that's the beauty of what we do, is that we learn how to market anything to anyone, anywhere in the world. And when you learn how to provide value, and Silvio is going to talk, and I'm sure Roy will comment on this, and I will as well, but we're going to talk a little bit about how to create value for your own team and for your own members. And there's really no better team, of guys to talk about that here than Silvio and Roy tonight, because they have a team that's approaching near 10,000 people probably within the next 30, 60, 90 days, and they're all over the world. So very exciting. Good stuff. Silvio, thanks for hanging tonight. Just stay in the bullpen. We're going to come back to you in just a few minutes. We're going to cruise over to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and reach out and hear from our good friend Darr Kaa. Darr, what's happening for you, my friend?
Well, first of all, Aaron, it's a pleasure being here with you and these fine gentlemen from overseas. They're really fantastic guys. I met them at both the events in Las Vegas and Nashville. They really had a big impact on me. Both of them are great guys, and their wives and everything. Anyway, my story is I was a mortgage broker for like 30 years. I had a great lifestyle. I had a mansion on the lake. I had tremendous size house. I was making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year. But as we all know, in 2007, the market crashed and I lost everything. It really devastated me. I was feeling terrible. I went to a psychiatrist. I was thinking of like leaving the earth. I was really in a bad shape. In 2009, that's when I first met Aaron in a different marketing company. I had some success in that company. But a couple of years later, the company went under. There was a big fight or something, and of course, they went under. And then I was like kind of lost. I had started telemarketing. I've been doing that for a while. Then in 2011, I believe I started marketing again. And then I met Aaron. I met his wife, and we hit it off pretty good. And Aaron, is the basic reason I'm here tonight. Giving value to somebody is what Aaron gives to me. I trust Aaron, I like him, and these are the things that you have to have if you're going to follow somebody. So this is my third go-around with Empower Network. I joined a couple of years ago, but they had that problem with the merchant accounts. I dropped out. About a year ago, I happened to see Aaron on Facebook, and I said, hey, Aaron's doing this thing, I've got to do it too. So I signed up again about a year ago. Then I kind of jumped the gun a bit because I really wanted to do live. I wanted to do paid marketing. And I realized I didn't have enough money, to do the paid marketing. So I waited a whole another year until I built up a kind of a war chest. So I called up Aaron back in December and I said, "Listen, man, I'm ready to go. I want to do this thing. I want to commit to it." So then Aaron, gave me a basic marketing strategy, and I've been blogging every day since then. I'm getting my feel back for the for internet marketing, and I'm really doing good now. And I am blogging every day. That's the key to success, I think, in this business. It's not what you do; it's what you do daily.
That's right.
I love giving Aaron quotes. I'm a quote kind of guy, and so I'm really happy to be here tonight. And I'm really happy that Todd's here tonight. Todd's my good buddy. We're like brothers almost, and we do everything. We decide everything together. We talk every Sunday, and Aaron was the one who put us together. So I'm very happy about that. I'm really happy to hear what Todd has to say tonight. So great being here, Aaron. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for sharing that. And you know, super exciting because I see the growth, you know, that's taking place here, and you know, blogging daily. That's really the key to becoming fully self-expressed. You know, it's a staple for almost every single top income earner in the industry. You know, no matter what company, no matter what product, no matter what opportunity, right? Not network marketing, because that's more, you know, hands-on, proactive, you know, belly-to-belly, face-to-face, right? What we do on the internet is we create content, and when we create high-value and high-quality content, right, this is what becomes what's called permanent real estate on the internet, and it's the kind of, you know, leverage that works for you, whether you're working for it or not. So you're doing a great job so far, Darr, and I'm looking forward to coming back to you in just a little bit. Let's do this. We got a couple of other panelists that jumped on. Guys, give us a 60-second, you know, before Empower. How'd you get on board, and what's happening for you? We'll jump down there to our good friend Adrien out of Texas. Adrien, what's up, my friend?
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
Can you hear me? Am I coming clear? I got my phone today. My internet's off, so I'm trying to get that figured out since we're moving and all that. So I'm on my phone, so if I'm doing too much moving around, am I too close or too far away?
You're doing great, man. Just rocking.
All right, cool, man. Well, it's glad to be here, man. Appreciate the invite. I'm glad to be here. For everybody at home, got a treat for you. You know, for me, after I left the military in 2003, you know, I just got to work, you know, and I found out pretty quickly that, you know, the 9 to 5, and well, for me it was 12 hours on, 12 hour off shifts. But that's not the freedom that I fought for, you know, and I really wanted to do something different. So lo and behold, I got introduced to network marketing in 2007. And like you'll hear from a lot of marketers, I'm sure everybody on here is all we know is chasing family and friends and doing all these traditional things that didn't really work. And then when I found this system here, I've actually been following Aaron around for several years at different bounced around a few of the same companies, and met him through a sponsor who's no longer with us here. But long story short, like Darr said, saw something Aaron was doing. I was like, you know, I got to jump on board with that. And because of the vision here with Empower, you know, everybody's dream fits inside the vision of Empower. And as long as you follow the simple system that we have here, you know, provide value and stick with the system. And like Aaron always says, like Darr was talking about the quotes, you know, be consistent and persistent, or you're non-existent, right? So that's really what it's about. You know, I'm going to keep it short. Don't want to take it too long, but just glad to be here with these guys, Rui, Silvio, the Portugal, the Lazies. Love you guys. You guys are doing some amazing things, and just one of the biggest teams in this industry and in Empower itself. And just glad to be here with the guys here, and just looking forward to keep this thing rocking and rolling. We have something powerful here, so
yeah, we do.
it's all about the value and the massive profits you can make from it. So just glad to be here. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, good to have you on board here tonight, man. And I know you know a lot about this topic too, because I've seen a lot of your content and you do some really great stuff. So awesome to have you here. And then we'll go down real quick to our good friend Todd. Todd's also blogging. You know, he's on the newer side of the membership, but he's on his way to some big stuff right now. So Todd, jump on out and say hello, man.
Great, thanks, Aaron, for the nice introduction. Yeah, you know, I came to this industry. I was one of the ones who followed the go to school, get a job, you know, climb the corporate ladder. I became like a top corporate executive. I was making 6 figures, but I had no time. I had the money. I was buying things. I couldn't even go on vacation. I was going to work when it was dark. I was coming home when it was dark. I really had just sold my soul to my job. And then probably about 17 years ago, I met Aaron in another traditional network marketing company, and I learned that this structure of having the freedom to build your dreams and to have the time and to have the money and the financial ability to do whatever you want was really where I wanted to go. And over the years, I've built a bunch of different companies and have been let down. And now I'm here in Empower, and I'm back again with Aaron. Basically, I always kind of joke with people, hey, I've come out of retirement to work with Aaron, And really, I have. I mean, I was walking at the beach today. I was hanging out. I ended up having some really nice conversations. I'm living the lifestyle. I'm learning how to blog daily. I'm learning how to do the tasks to really be successful in this industry. And it is different than network marketing in the sense that it's internet marketing. And you know, the talent that's on this webinar tonight. I mean, we have some of the top earners. Aaron's already got his $1 million ring. Silvio's right on the way there. Paulo, same thing. I met all these guys. You guys are in the right place at the right time. You just got to plug into the right system, and this really is the system to plug into. So with that, I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you, Aaron.
All right, so good. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm getting a... Okay, good. All right, good stuff, Todd. Yeah, I know. I saw your Facebook post about you were walking on the beach and just, you know, thinking about all the great things that you have going on in your life and just getting clear on what's, you know, important. And, you know, I always say 90% of getting what you want is knowing what you have to give up in order to get it. And a lot of times, you know, when we're in route to success, right, we're like on this quest, right? We have so many different things that are, you know, available to us. There's this ton of information. There's a lot of distraction. You know, there could be a lot of confusion if you allow yourself to subscribe to every single thought and idea out there, right? They say the average person has somewhere in the neighborhood of about 70 to 80,000 thoughts per day, while an expert in their field only has about 5,000, right? You have to limit what you expose yourself to. And you have to limit yourself to the too much information thing, because overload is very, very, you know, common with, you know, the web and how much is available to us. And so what I was, you know, sharing today with Todd and a couple of other members is that you don't want to be a consumer of information. You want to become a producer of information. And that's what we do in this business. This is how we've been able to generate, you know, 6- and 7-figure incomes, right, in just the last few years, right? Todd mentioned I got my $1 million ring. That's true. I'm at around $1.2 million in commissions just from Empower Network. That doesn't include any other income streams that I have, and there's many others that I get paid for that are not from Empower Network. There's other things that I, you know, sell and market, and the income that I've generated is pretty incredible. And I know the same is for, you know, Silvio and Roy, and, you know, we can all talk about, you know, how much money we've made, but let's talk about why we've been able to make so much profit. And that's what this hangout is all about tonight, is about, you know, giving massive value, right, in order to earn massive profit. So let's do this. I want to tell you a little bit about what we're going to talk about, and then we're going to go break down each of the different pieces of value that we could, or the different types of value that we can offer. And I'm going to let you guys run with it, because I know that all of you have enough experience and knowledge and know-how, right, to talk a lot about each of these subjects. So here's the thing, and I don't even know where I came up with this, but several years ago, when I first started blogging, right, because when I first got on the internet back in 2008, I went to a live event and I said, what do I need to do? What are the things I need to do here? And some guy, I don't even remember who it was, said, you need 3 things. You need a lead capture page, an autoresponder, and a blog. Well, now we have social media, right? We have Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram and Google Plus and YouTube and, you know, Quora and SlideShare, and, you know, there's so many different social media sites, right, that are out there, and, you know, you can post your content, but creating content, right? Content is the new currency. It's, you know, it's the way we attract an audience. It's kind of like, you know, if you go to Huffington Post and you want to read up on some, you know, relationship advice, right? Well, you go there to get information, right? 7 ways to improve your sex life, or 21 ways to make your spouse feel, you know, more special than, you know, the King of England, or the Queen of England, right? You know, we go there because we're an information-based society now, right? And we're a currency of content. And so the more, you know, people produce content, right, the more interesting they become to other people, and this is how you get eyeballs on you, whether it's on social media, whether it's your blog, whether it's a video channel, whether it's an email that you send out. And so, you know, almost 7 years ago, when I came across, you know, the fact that, you know, the new, you know, content is the new currency, you know, what I've done is I've broken down the types of content that we can create, and these are the things you want to write these types of content down, right? There's information, right? There's education, right? There's inspiration, there's entertainment, right? There's connection, and then there's promotion, okay? In other words, selling and doing business and creating, you know, an offer. And you can also have, you know, promotion inside of a system, which we're going to talk about. We'll have Silvio and Rui talk about that in a little bit. So information, education, inspiration, entertainment, connection, and promotion. And those are the kinds of content that you put out there into the marketplace. Now, you know, if you notice, 5 of the 6 types of value, right, of content are where you're giving information, or you're giving, right? You're creating, you know, you're providing specific information about a company, product, opportunity, right? You're providing an education, how to do things, right? So you know, 5 out of those 6 different types of content are giving, right? So I want you to remember the 80-20 rule, right? You guys all know what that is, the Pareto principle, where 80% of, you know, taking an act, or 80% of your actions create 20, or should I say 20% of your actions create 80% of the results, right? Let me state that again. 20% of your actions create 80% of the results. Just like in a room of 100 people, 20% of the people create 80% of the production, right? The other 80% create 20%. So it's the Pareto principle of content, where you want to give 80% of the time and ask or promote 20% of the time. So for every 6 posts that you make, or pieces of content that you create, make sure that a majority of that is, you know, is giving, right, is contribution, and then maybe 20% of that is collection or asking, right, promoting something. So that being said, here's what I want to do. I want to pass the baton over to you guys, because, you know, you all are bloggers and you're all creating content. You're all posting on social media, making videos. I want to start with Rui, because I know he has a tremendous amount of experience in creating content and then syndicating all over the web. Rui, maybe you can share with us a little bit about your perspective on, you know, this whole, you know, 6 types of content, and, you know, what you're doing to create value for people, which in turn has created a large profit for you.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. I have 2 things, 2 topics that I want to share really fast. It's most of my content comes from experience. So I have a brain, I have eyes, and I see stuff. You know? I read books, I hear audios, I see the news sometimes, I watch movies, I see people around me, I have opinion on stuff. So because I see stuff and I have a brain, like everybody else, I have an opinion on things, and I like to share my opinion. You know, it's like insights. You know, I'm fascinated by human nature, what drives people to do stuff. You know, that's something that I really love. So I watch very closely what happens to people, the decision processes. You know, I love marketing, so I like to study this stuff, and I have an opinion about these things, and I share my opinion on my blog. I love to do that. No, I have a bunker in my house. It's like a bunker. No, I closed myself there. Nobody sees me for a couple of hours, and I really like to write stuff and to share it on social media. And then because of that, I create a following. People start to read my stuff and start to following me. And after a while, I have some people joining my lists, reading my emails, and after a while, I have people buying stuff from me. So the mechanics is really easy. You know, it's like I feel like I'm retired because I do stuff that I love every day. I was sharing this with Nuno just a couple of hours ago. Like, I feel like I'm retired because I wake up in the morning and I read a little. I hear some audios in my deck. Here in Portugal, we have beautiful sunshine, you know, and I live in the mountains. So I spend some time there, and then I write something, and then I I talk to somebody from my team on Skype or whatever, and then it's pretty much my day. You know, I feel like I'm retired, but it's really cool to make money like that. You know, but then I realized that I have my content from experience. I know that I'm giving value, but I realized something much more interesting. You know, there is a way, and most of my value does not come from my experience, come because I call it instant value. Somebody that joins today has the same amount of value that I have, because I am a door to this system. I represent the door to Empower Network. I represent the door to these huge commissions that we have, and to a business model. And I became this valuable just signing up. No, the moment I signed up, I became this value for the marketplace. So most of my value, my ego says no. It's because you write such beautiful things. You know, you set up such good blog posts. I like to think that, you know, but it's not true. You know, most people come to me because they love being around me, because I represent the door to this system to help them to chase their dreams too, and to express themselves. You know, and I call this instant value. It's not something that you have to learn. You just have to sign up, and you have it immediately because you have a number, an affiliate ID, yeah. And that's worth a fortune to everybody in the marketplace. So if you start to share that, if you start to share the opportunity, you have this instant value. You know, it's much more valuable than anything else. And this is what I have to share with you guys right now, because I'm really having fun, as you can see. This is the easiest job I ever had, and it's really incredible the things you can achieve just being around people and share with them the things that you like and the things that you think, and the value that you create for yourself.
Yeah, it's funny because, just having an affiliate ID, right? That's like the gateway to getting started in the business. And when people get started, they're looking for people that they feel that they know, like, and trust. And that's the beauty of what we do in producing content, is that it's really to create influence. I actually suggested this book today to 3 different people. It's called Influence by Robert Cialdini, and if you Google it, you can probably buy it off of Amazon or someplace online. And it's about having that influence, Roy, and that's really what you become a master of, and that's why you've been able to do so well with your business, is because you have learned how to become an influencer of people. And there's 2 kinds of leadership. There's motivators, and then there's manipulators, right? Motivators are people who actually lead by example and get people to do things that they otherwise wouldn't, do if they were left on their own. And then the manipulator is somebody who gets people to do something that's not good for them, but good for the person who gets them to do it. And you know as well as I do that what we do is good for the people that we're sharing this with, because they are looking for the thing that we offer. And so that's what good marketing is putting the right offer in front of the right person at just the right time. And the more powerful we become, with ourselves and our own word, right? I always say that your word is your wand, right? It's your magic, right? What you do and how you show up every day for yourself is how other people perceive you. So, you having that influence over yourself creates the influence over other people. And so, yes, you are the gateway, Roy, to a whole new lifestyle. So that is a very powerful concept right there. Thank you. I love it. I love it. And I see, Adrien, you're shaking your head too, man. What's coming up for you right now?
Yeah, I just love listening to Rui talk, man. I've known these guys for a while now, and I remember in Miami when I took some pictures of them. We were talking, just learning the story. We took the pictures with the checks together and everything, and I was like, something about these guys and gals as well from Portugal, just the Lazy Millionaire team, just so genuine, just humble. And one thing I love about you guys, Rui, Sylvia, all of you, is just you always kept it simple, which is what Aaron's been always talked about from the beginning. And it's just, like you said, that's value in itself. Just being real, sharing your vision, sharing your dream with people, and being an influence that way. And just being down to earth, a likable person, you know, and people are just drawn to that. And like you said, with an affiliate ID, it's easier for people to join whatever you're doing. But I'm just excited, you know, to be with a team like this, with guys like you on the team. You know, y'all are doing amazing, amazing things over in Portugal and all across the world, which is it's crazy. But when you have a vehicle like we have here, and you're surrounded with people like you and everybody on the panel here, and Aaron, you know, anything is possible, guys. You know, and I just love how he talks about the value in just being yourself, just being real, and people. You don't have to be like Rui. Just be you, you know, and people are going to be drawn to whoever it is, because as we also know is, you know, if you're trying to talk to everybody, you're talking to no one. So just be you, keep it very simple, be original, and, you know, be consistent and persistent. But I just love what you said about just being a big influence just by being you and being personable. You know, it's important.
Yeah, it's called authenticity. You know, just you know, not like trying to be somebody that you're not, right? And you know, being fully self-expressed, that's the key, is being fully self-expressed and allowing yourself to really speak what's on your mind and in your heart. And that in itself, right, that in itself is what people are attracted to. So when you add being fully self-expressed and being authentic, right, and having integrity and keeping your word and doing what you say you're going to do by when you say you're going to do it and following through, right, when you provide exceptional value in the form of, like I talked about earlier, information, education, inspiration, right, entertainment, connection, right, we're going to talk a little bit more about these. We'll do a little bit more of a deep dive on some of these topics, but when you provide that, it's easy to promote, it's easy to market, it's easy to, you know, ask for, you know, a sale. It's easy to ask for somebody to, you know, get started with you. It's easy to ask for the money. It's easy to, you know, exchange value for currency, right? The transaction, it's easy. It's easy. It's not hard to make money, right? It's not hard. See, a perception that you have is what will keep you from making money. See, when I say money is easy to attract, right? It's easy to make money. When I say that, if your stomach turns or you're in your mind, you're thinking, what is this guy talking about? It's so hard to make money. See, that is why you probably don't make money, because you believe that it's hard to make money. Somebody told you it was hard to make money, or that money doesn't grow on trees, or that money is cold hard cash, right? Your perceptions, your relationships with money are probably what keeps you from getting the money that you require in your life to take care of yourself and your family, to pay your way, finance your lifestyle and your dreams, right? Once I got money straight, once I understood what money really was, it started coming from all around me. It was there all the time. I just didn't know how to access it. And see, there's literally billions of dollars circulating around you right now. And once you learn how to tap into it, right, by being around people that know how to do this, there's no reason why you can't reach whatever level of success you came here for. The only thing that's stopping you from having all the money that you want and need in your life is you. It's the 6 inches between your ears, right? The way you think about money, the way you think about business, the way you think about people, the way you think about marketing, the way you think about your products or services or opportunity or company or culture or leadership or mentorship, right? The way you think about everything determines what you have in your life, right? And your best thinking, right, has got you exactly where you are right now. So think about your best thinking and how your life looks, right? Your bank account, your relationships, the lifestyle you have, the amount of free time and the money that you have available to enjoy it, right? Think about that for a minute. And if what you're doing isn't working, doing more of it isn't going to make it any better. And this is why you have to get around people who can raise you up and lift you up and speak life into you and teach you the things that you don't even know exist yet. And that's why we provide all this content, and why content is the new currency, and why we provide value, because the more value we provide for people, the more they want to be around us, the more they want to work with us, the more they want to buy from us, the more they want to repeat buy from us, the more they want to invest their time in being a part of what we do. This is how I've attracted millions and millions of dollars into my life in the last 6 and 7 years since I got on the internet. Forget about the first 15 years of my career. I don't add those numbers up because they're stretched out over a decade and a half, but just in the last 7 years, right? This July, right? Next month will be 7 years that I got on the internet. It'll be 7 years full time in January of 2016. Okay, so my point is that when you do the right things, you get the right results. Adrien, thanks for sharing, my friend. Darr, right? I see you over there, buddy. Silvio, let's talk about this really quick because I know Silvio has extreme experience in creating value through his marketing system, right? The system that he created for his team. Silvio, you want to share about that, or share a little bit about that?
Yeah, and let me start almost from scratch, okay?
Please do.
For people that right now is listening to this call, they don't know nothing about internet marketing. They are completely newbie, and they think about, well, how the hell I can give value to the marketplace if I don't know how to make a blog post or something like that? How can I, from zero, really can be attractive to anyone on the marketplace? So if anyone wants to know the formula, I can give it to you, okay? It's very simple. So pay attention, take notes. Okay, you are a completely newbie, okay? You don't know absolutely nothing, okay? First of all, connected with a system that everything done for you, that everything not done for you, that everything in place in a way that you don't be distracted with a lot of things, that you can really concentrate on the productive things. Okay, so Empower Network for me is the best system that you can plug in, that you really only have to focus in a few things, productive things, in a way that you can generate results. Okay, imagine you don't have nothing, you don't know absolutely nothing. Okay, so you get the system and you get a good mentor that can guide you step by step. Okay, imagine I will tell you exactly what I was doing in the beginning when I have the talk with Aaron. Okay, so Aaron tell me, I ask Aaron, what I have to do to make 30K a month in the next 90 days, because I'm in a hurry, I want to earn money. Okay, so he tell me, okay, Silvio, generate enough leads a day to make 2 sales a day, okay, consistently in the next 90 days. Okay, so I say, okay, cool. So I start to generate leads, but the leads have to know me in a way that they can trust me, as Aaron say, okay? But I don't know nothing about it. Okay, so what I'm talking first? Simple. I talk about my vision. I'm talking about what I want to do in my life. I talk with my leads clearly what are my goals. I say in the beginning, I want to make 30K a month. I put the intentions to my list. I was in the beginning, I don't have list, I start from the scratch, okay? So I put clear my intention. I say, I'm going to make 30K a month with this system. I want to be free. I want to travel the world. I want to chase the sun, okay? I really, really have this desire. I have this burning desire. And I tell about my story. I tell about my struggles, okay? And I talk about my vision and what I want. Because I don't know how to blog, I don't know how to make content, I don't know nothing about it, and I don't have results. Okay, I was starting, but I have to start immediately. I have one lead, I have to start to communicate with these leads. Yeah. So because I don't know nothing technical, I just talk about my vision and where I want to go. Because there is something really cool. People follow people that really knows where they are going to. You know what I mean? So the trust comes, they say, well, this guy knows exactly where he's going to. He's talking seriously. He don't have doubts in his mind that he wants to do it and he will do it. you know. And if you communicate, for instance, by video, people will see your body language. People will see your strength when you say something. You know what I mean? So you have to be really clear where you want to go. Okay, not to brag or something like that. People will feel you. Okay, so you have to make sure first that you really, really want to go to somewhere. Okay, so in the beginning, you start working like this, and you focus on the results. Okay, so I'm not producing one lead a day. I just produce tons of leads because anyone can learn how to produce tons of leads in the beginning because it's something that you can really, really can learn it. Okay, so then I start to produce the results. The best attraction marketing that you can have is the results. The best thing that attracts people is results. So if you don't know nothing, you can start to producing results and you can attract people by your results. Man, it doesn't matter if you produce 10 leads. You see, I start this week, I'm very serious about this, and I produce 10 leads in this day. And I do this and this and this to produce these 10 leads. So this is a result, you know, there's nothing to do with millions. This is a result. You are a beginner. And I say, I can show you how to do this. Next day you produce 20, and you show them how to produce 20, you know? So you give value. You see, a good teacher on the university just need to be one lesson more forward than the students. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
So you study, you are in lesson 10 with your students in the university, yes? You are telling about lesson 10. You just need to know the lesson 10 and the lesson 11. You know what I mean? So you are an expert in their eyes because you know how to teach lesson 10. Why you know the lesson 10? Because you produced the 10 leads. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
for you, the lesson 10 or lesson 15 is to produce 10 leads, how to produce 10 leads because you produce it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So people say, well, this guy is good. He produced 10 leads, so I will, because they don't, of course, you will not attract a superstar because you are not a superstar yet. But you can attract people, newbies, that don't know how to produce 10 leads. You know what I mean? So you start producing results and you start producing the first checks because when you have a system that is completely done for you and you just keeping doing this, generate leads and communicate with your list, the results start coming very fast because you just concentrate on this. That's what happened with me. I promise you, that's what happened to me. I have a lot of experience, but this experience only tells me to doing simple stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I communicate in the beginning this vision that I have, and I start producing, and then I start telling about the results. That's anyone can start with this, you know, and then results come results, results come results, results come results, and then I start really helping people like Rui. Rui, come here. I will tell you exactly. I put it on my blog post. If anyone can see that I know how to produce 10 leads. But then Rui, well, good. I will sign with Silivo because he knows how to produce 10 leads. Okay, cool. And then I say, Rui, come here. Do this and this and this and this. And then Rui start to produce 10 leads and say, well, man, Silivo told me how to produce 10 leads. And now I have myself and Rui talking about me. Why? Because I take my time, my patience, and teach him how to produce 10 leads. I take my time and take care of Rui very, 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 very well. Because I know if I take care about Rui very well, I only know how to produce 10 leads. You know, I don't know a lot of things, but I know how to produce 10 leads. If I produce 10 leads, I can produce 20. You know, if I produce 20, I can produce, and so on. And now I take very care about Rui, and Rui start to say on the marketplace, here I produce 10 leads, and you know, I learn from Silivo, and I work together.
I think you froze a little bit there, Silvio.
You froze.
Yeah. Might have lost his internet connection there.
Yeah.
I think if he doesn't come back here, I'll just kind of piggyback on what he's saying. You know, basically, you know, here's my perspective. If you can lay a brick, right, you can build an entire city. Because a brick is just, you know, or should I say a city is just a pile of bricks, you know, in a specific structure. So, you know, what Silvio's saying is if you can get a lead, you can get 10. If you can get 10, you can get 20, 30, 50, 100. And what I told Silvio when we first met was get enough leads, right, every day to generate 2 sales. And the higher, you know, the higher level of value you offer, right? Oh, you there, Silvio? Silvio, can you hear us? We lost you, Silvio. Yeah, I don't know what happened to his internet. Hey guys, can you all hear me?
Yeah. Let me step.
Just send an email to him.
He's back.
Okay.
You back, Silvio?
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, we lost you there for a few minutes.
You have me?
Yeah, I think you're back, but I don't know if we can hear you that clearly.
It's coming in broken on my side, but
You
I can hear him now.
are you listening?
Yeah, you're in and out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think your connection is that strong over there. You got to raise like your left arm or something. You got to like.
Sorry.
Oh, he dropped off.
Okay.
The whole one arm up.
Sorry.
Portugal's too far away.
No, it's. What? Hey, Silvio, can you hear us on the other line there?
Yes. Is this shit connection in Mario's house? In my house, the connection is really cool. This guy lives in a farm with horses.
I know. I rode one of those horses.
And this guy's earned $500,000 with a shit connection. You know what I mean?
You're back now.
Yeah, he's definitely back.
And he throws again.
I'm in Mario's house, and he have a shit connection, internet connection, and he earns.
All right, you're in and out, out and in.
He's in and out.
Okay, continue. Sorry. I'm very excited to.
All right, Silvio,
Technology.
we're in and out and in. We can't hear.
Technology.
All right. Okay.
Maybe we'll come back to. Can you hear us, Silvio? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear us? Yeah, you can. It's loud and clear for you. Okay. You want to give it one more shot?
Yeah. You listen to me well now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Oh, you know, Mario bought a beautiful farm with a lot of horses, something out of this world, but he have a really shit connection, you know, in the internet. He earned $500,000. This is unreal. Okay, so when I cut off, where you listen to when I was cut?
You were talking about generating leads, and if you can generate 10, you can do 20. If you can do 20,
Right.
you can do 30.
Right.
And then I attract Rui and start to teach them to him how to produce 10 leads. Yeah. Yeah, you understand? Okay.
Oh yeah, we're with
So
you.
now I put on my blog that I know how to produce 10 leads, and Rui is putting in his blog, I learned from Silvio how to produce 10 leads, and now I have 2 persons talk about Silvio, okay? So if I produce 10, I produce 20, and so on. So the best attraction marketing model is the results model, the results of the attraction of the results. But I'm not talking about millions because I only know how to generate 10 leads, you know? But then I make a Rui because I have a system that I only need to concentrate in a few things, generate leads and communicate with my list. In the beginning, I communicate vision because I don't have results. I don't know how to teach nothing, you know. I communicate vision. I learn how to generate leads. I start to generate 10 leads. And now I can teach to my list that I know how to, and so on and so on. And because now I have Rui, I say we are a group because 2 is a group, isn't it?
Yep.
So we are the Lazy Millionaires League. Man, we have a vision so big, and now Rui and
Lost him again.
Dang, just getting good.
to teach people how to generate 10 leads a day. You know, I'll teach you how to generate 10 leads a day. And now suddenly, the value that you give is not only that you know how to generate 10 leads, but now you have something better. You have a support group. You have a support system.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So now you have more value to the marketplace.
Hey Silvio, you're in and out, and I wanna keep this train rolling here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
So that's the principle of the thing. Okay, so let's go.
Yeah, no, I mean, it all makes sense. I mean, it's all about leveraging the results you get to create more, and then teaching people, right? Posting your progress and documenting it. You know, that's one of the things that I noticed you guys have done so well, is that you document your success, and as you get more and more results, you share that with the world. And then more and more people want to learn from you, and this is why you've been able to enroll hundreds of people, and have done it all online, you know, part-time in a lot of cases, and without having to pick up the phone to prospect, recruit, or do a single 3-way call. Unlike network marketing, where you have to work for 12 or 15 hours a day and do hotel events and home parties and show the plan and work one-on-one with people. Here we create content. And by posting the results that we're getting, right, and we're showing people what we're able to accomplish using these skills that we learn inside of our community and through our training products, right? This is how we keep getting more and more and more sales and more business. And I see you guys dominate the leaderboards and are just, really just leading the way for thousands and thousands of success stories that are brewing right now. So incredibly powerful. Good stuff. All right, let's do this. I want to go back down to the panel and talk. Adrien, you want to share a little bit? I know some stuff came up for you, and then we kind of, sway back and forth between Portugal and Neverland with the internet connection.
Yeah, just definitely. I mean, that's some great stuff that Silvio and we were talking about there. I really just want to keep it simple, guys, because, what they're talking about here is just keeping it very simple. People come into this industry. If you don't have to go through all the traditional network marketing circus and you come straight to online marketing, it's like they got a formula here for you to keep things very simple, not to get distracted with all the kind of shiny balls, and that goes as far as other companies, but also with different systems and tools and stuff that can help you as well to make things go faster. But, just stick to the simple plan. You know, like you see, the internet doesn't even work that good over there where Silvio's at. He's making over almost $600,000. Same thing with Rui. You know, it's because they kept a simple plan. What Aaron told them: make enough leads every day to generate 2 sales a day. Do that for 90 days, and you'll get your 30K a month. I don't know if 30K a month is your thing. Whoever's watching this at home, maybe yours is 20K. Whatever yours is, just know that it's possible here with a simple system and a vehicle that works. You know, it's just awesome stuff there. Like I said, it's all about keeping it simple. I mean, another thing for people that's coming in, when you join today, you'll see that we're talking about content here and making massive profit from just creating massive value. And you coming into the industry brand new thinking, oh, what do I have to offer because I'm new, I don't know anything yet. It doesn't matter. Like you said, it always starts with one. So if you learn how to generate one lead, you get one sale, whatever it is, just continue to just show that that's value. You're showing others the results that you're making. So yeah. It's all about keeping it simple. There's so many distractions, shiny balls, tools, this and that, and that's all good and all, but stick to the formula, stick to the script, keep it simple. I mean, that's like the biggest thing right there.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. You know, I think we should drill down a little bit. You know, when we talk about the 6 types of content, right, the value that you can deliver, we talked about before, information, right, getting specific about a company's product opportunity, right, the company itself, the culture, the community, the tools and systems, the resources, all the leadership, mentorship, right, the live events, right. When you give specific information, that's value to people because there are a lot of people that want to know those things. Now, I'll just be the first to say it. People don't join companies. They don't join products. They don't join opportunities. They join people. So when you're a person of high value, because you offer a lot of different types of value to people, not just information, but education, inspiration, connection, entertainment, right? This is entertainment, right? You could be watching TV right now, but instead you're watching a Hangout. It's entertaining, but it's also informational, right? It's educational. We're teaching you how to provide value for other people. I used this analogy earlier today. You guys will get a kick out of this. I was talking to Todd, actually, right? And we were talking about if you were like walking through the woods and you came across this like stream, right? Let's just say, or I don't even know if that's the right term, but a big like stream of water that wasn't moving, and it was waist high, and you walked into it, and if you took like 1 step, right, a day, you would never create any kind of a current, right? But if you took steps every few seconds, you would create a little bit of a flow. You'd create a wake. You'd create this current behind you. You'd draw people in. And if you started moving your legs, you know, really quickly through this non-moving stream, you would literally draw fish and animals and people right into your wake. And they couldn't help but follow you. So the more value you create and the more consistent you are, right, in producing the remember I said before, you don't want to just be a consumer, you want to be a producer of content. So where do you get the content? You get it from reading, you get it from watching videos, you get it from going through training courses, you get it through investing in your education and then repackaging and repurposing and you know, putting that content out there in your own words. A lot of people say, where do you come up with your ideas? Well, I've read hundreds of books. Right? If you look at my bookshelves, I've got hundreds of books in front of me right over here in my multiple bookshelves. I've listened to 10,000 hours of audio, right, from, you know, stuff inside our own community, right, the training and products that we also learn from are right inside of our own community. The inner circle, right, all of our products are audio, video, and text, and the more you consume the information, the more you can produce more of it. So there is a time to consume, but you've got to turn around and reproduce it and package it differently and purpose it and make sure that it's in your words, right? We don't want to plagiarize. We want to, you know, put our own spin, our own flavor, our own spices into the same information and just put it out there for people. And when you do that, right, you become a center of influence. We talked about influence before. So really good stuff. Todd, you want to add anything to Darr? Because we're going to start wrapping up here soon, but I just wanted to make sure that we got a chance to hear from all of us on the panel.
Well, from the conversation that we had today, and that analogy is great. You're in a stream, and you have all these influences around you. Don't make this hard. Make it easy. If you you don't have to be Hunter S. Thompson to write a blog. You can write a blog in 100 words or 200 words. You can write the 2,000 word or 3,000 word one once a week or something like that. But what Aaron really stressed to me, and this is something that I did it on Facebook today. I had posted a picture of me walking on the beach, and you know what? I had I think 30 or 40 people liked it, made comments about it, and I'm actually, wow, that's just these little. It doesn't have to be big steps, just little steps. And I'm writing a blog just that is about 300, 400 words about somebody that I met on the beach, and it's easy as that, But you want to relate it to where you're going, and what's happening, with everything. Did I lose you guys?
No, you're still there.
No,
Okay.
I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah, and so I just wanted to just kind of talk about the system and the blogging system. Don't make it difficult. Don't. You have to learn all the little terms and everything like that. But if you just do a little bit at a time, and you do 2 or 3 times a day, you can even post pictures. You can take a picture and say, hey, this is what I'm eating. By being healthy, do you think that you're giving information, you're giving education. Aaron even pointed out that, hey, he posts a lot of videos of his son, and that's entertainment. It's as easy as that. Just getting your name out there, making connections on Facebook, making connections on the social media that's around there. You're going to get people following you. And the more that you get out there and the more that you engage, the more that real you are. It's really about how real you are. People can see right through a faker. If you're real and you're sharing, Silvio and Paul, all that entire team over there, Paulo, they make themselves real, and so does Aaron. And so I just wanted to add that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Real quick, Aaron, I just want to piggyback on that real quick. It's awesome stuff there, Todd. Just real quick, maybe we can do this in another hangout, Aaron, but I think it's very, very important for people to understand that, it doesn't matter what your niche is, because our system is surrounded around a blog platform. It doesn't matter what you're into, what your niche is, what your target market is. We show you how to basically segue that into making money off of whatever your passion is. That's what's so important about our blogging system. People think, oh, well, what kind of value can I provide? You don't have to jump into this thing and have to become this marketing expert on how to, make leads, generate sales, this and that. Just blog every day about whatever you're passionate about. And like I was saying, I think we'll do a later hangout, how to use that and segue it into making profit from it. Because I get that question a lot. I'm sure you all do too on the panel, or have in the past. Aaron, I'm sure you have, that people ask you, how are you making money just from blogging? I don't understand that. I get that question a lot. How you make money just talking about what you love? So I think that's definitely important for people to know that we show you how to segue that into making profit off it. But because of our blogging platform and our simple system, it's the word I'm looking for. It's the way to go, basically.
Now we do it. Now we do. You know how we do.
That's how we do. Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback on that before I forgot. So, yeah, good stuff there, Todd.
Yeah, very good. Darr, you want to add anything before I bring us in for a landing?
Yes, just a couple things, Aaron.
Sure.
Tell you a funny story. When I was in college, I went to this marketing invitation for a company. It was called Amway. Everyone hear of Amway? I think it's Dave Wood got started. The guy was talking about the compensation plan, and he came up with this theory called the KISS theory. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid. Okay? Everyone's saying the same thing tonight. Keep it simple. This is what the guys have been doing in Portugal. This is the way to go. And you have to know your why before you do anything. My why is I've got this why on my picture on my wall right in front of me here. I want to move to a spiritual community. I'm a very spiritual person. I teach yoga. I've been doing yoga for like 50 years now. I'm kind of dating myself. I've been teaching yoga for like over 40 years. I want to move to a spiritual community. I've got my this house I want to rent. That's my why. I'm a niche blocker, whatever you call it. I blog about yoga. I'm very methodical. I blog about 5 different things: yoga, meditation, spirituality, nutrition, internet marketing. It's better to give than receive. Anybody ever hear of that one? It's from the Bible. I'm a big fan from Napoleon Hill. He said, when you take a job, always give more than what you expected. Always give more. And that's what giving value is all about, giving more. When I do my blogs, I teach people about yoga. Yoga is mainstream now. When I was doing it back in the 70s, it was very, very, short. Now it's the age of Aquarius. It started 11/11/11. November 11th, 2011, the age of Aquarius started. This is the information age. This is the perfect age for us to be in because it's about information. What do we do when we blog? We give information. When I blog, I teach people about yoga. I've got a wealth of information about yoga. I can teach you yoga. I can teach you how to meditate. And these things clear your mind. What Aaron said was so true. It's what you think between your ears that makes you successful. It's your net worth is determined by your network. That's why it's so much fun to be in this community. Everybody is great. Everyone on the panel is fantastic. The culture is so important. Give people value. Give them content. And then, of course, that's going to make you successful. And that's my final thought tonight.
Nice. And it's interesting. Thanks for sharing that, Darr. I always say that when God blesses you financially, don't just raise your standard of living, raise your standard of giving.
Right.
And by giving, right, through contribution, see, contribution always comes before collection. And it's really important to keep this in mind because this is the 80-20 rule of marketing that I just talked about a few minutes ago, right? When you're giving, right? Now, I want to back up. I don't believe that it's better to give than receive. I believe that it's just as good to give and receive. And this is why I've been able to receive the fruits that I have, because I don't think it's better to give. I think it's just as good to receive as it is to give. Now, I give a lot, but I also receive a lot. And this is the ebb and flow of prosperity, staying in flow, right? It's why I wear a yin-yang around my neck, right? It's a symbol of balance, right? Equal giving, equal receiving. And it's a reminder. It's a piece of crap jewelry. It probably costs about $3 in an airport, but I wear it because it reminds me of the fact that I'm always giving and I'm always receiving, and it's always a constant ebb and flow of the law and spirituality of abundance. And abundance says that there's enough for everyone, right? It's like if you go to the ocean, don't take a teaspoon, right? Because it's so large and there's so much. It's like if you put your finger in a cup of water, right? I have a glass of water. If you put your finger in a full cup of water, as soon as you pull your finger out, the water fills in and it just replaces what was what was taken out. That is the spirit of abundance, right? So it's just as good to give as it is to receive. And I will say that if you are looking to be both a giver, right? You want to learn how to be a go-giver, not just a go-getter, but a go-giver, and you also want to receive in the form of currency, right? You want to learn how to create and attract income into your life. This is your opportunity to change your future forever. This is what's happened for Roy, Silvio, myself, right? Now Todd, Darr, and Adrien are all in line for their biggest wins, right? They're making daily breakthroughs and taking steps and going in the right direction. The reason we had a mixture of, both new marketers, and seasoned veterans is because this is for anyone, right? We all come from different backgrounds, all different walks of life, different, we're different colors, we're different flavors, right? We all have different experiences. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have experience in home business or internet marketing. What you have to have experience in is the desire to be successful. Because if you have the desire to be successful, you stay coachable and teachable, and you put forth the effort, right? There's no reason why you can't reach whatever level of success you want. Well, you've got to take the first step. Now, I know you didn't come here for just this information tonight. I know you didn't come here to get educated. I know you didn't come here to get entertained. And I know you didn't come here to get inspired or feel a connection with us. You came here to make a change in your life. You came here to get different results. So if you're not a part of our team yet, what you want to do is you want to click the button below this player that says get register now. Right? You'll be able to get started. Right? You become a member of our viral blogging system. It's called Kalatu. Kalatu means to tell your story. And this is where you can publish your content. This is where you can give the value. And listen, when I first started blogging, I was not very good. Okay? I'm sure when Roy started blogging, he was not very good. And same for everybody. However, it's not what you do that makes you successful. It's what you do daily. It's what you do on the constant daily routine. It's when you become a blogger and you learn what's inside of our blog trainings and you learn how to produce and publish content, right? Your content becomes your currency attracts income, and your income allows you to finance your lifestyle. So click the button below, become a part of the team. As soon as you get started, you'll go through a fast start training sequence. You'll learn more about who we are, what we do, and how you do it. Remember, you don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. The key for you is put one foot in front of the other. It's called walking or moving forward. If you think about it, walking is really losing your balance and catching it with the other foot. Right? You're going to fail your way to success. I make more mistakes before noon than most people make in an entire month. And you know what? This is why you'll become successful, because you never lose sight of your dreams and goals, and you keep moving one foot forward in front of the other. And that's how I do it. That's how Roy does it. That's how Silvio does it. Todd does it. Adrien does it. Darr does it. And all the leaders and all the top income earners and all the success stories that we have on our team, there are many, many, many dozens of people on our team that have generated income, right, six-figure income, right, by following these steps. So if it's your time, if the time is now, then get started. Click the button below. Get registered. Whoever it is you're getting started with, right, will contact you, make sure that you're getting started in the right direction, and then you'll plug into the community, plug into the system and the culture, because it's better to be system dependent than people dependent, yet we're going to be here to teach you, coach you, and guide you in the right direction. So that being said, I want to thank all of our panelists here, Roy, Silvio, Adrien, Todd, Darr. You guys are all amazing. We're going to get some of the ladies online here in the next week, next Wednesday. We're going to have a special hangout. I'm going to have a house full of people here. It happens to be my birthday next week, and we're having a big group of people fly in from different parts of the state, or should I say different parts of the country. And we're going to be here next Wednesday night. It'll be my birthday hangout. It'll be short for me, but I know the team's going to carry the torch. And we're going to be back online. So you'll have a chance if you get started tonight, right? When you click that button and get started, you'll have a week to prepare, get your own people, come to this hangout, and we'll be doing a lot of the speaking and telling and selling for you. So that being said, have a great night, everybody. Click the button below, become a part of the team. Welcome aboard, and panelists, hang out online for a second. I'm going to go ahead and mute us or end this webinar, and we'll see you guys all next week. We'll see you on the internet. Take care, everyone.